So guys, here we are, MMA UK News, Stoomboy as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So going to be talking about Grapplefest 16. Before we do, just a quick word on my sponsor. So Simplify Data, a company that helps people who are maybe struggling financially across the UK. So anybody that is looking for any kind of help or advice, then definitely hit these guys up. The phone number and website is across the bottom of the screen. They do offer a free, friendly, confidential service. Now, Grapplefest 16, so we're only a couple of days away now from another amazing show put on by Chris Thompson and the rest of the Grapplefest team. Going to be at the usual place, Fusion Nightclub, Fleet Street in Liverpool. Now, ticket availability, if you're going to be going to see a chosen grappler, make sure you do hit them up first for tickets. And if you can't get tickets directly through them, then Grapplefest Facebook page will give you all the details. There's also a pay-per-view on this as well. Now, the pay-per-view details, I posted them this morning. I know obviously some of the grapplers have been posting it as well. And obviously Chris Thompson and the Grapplefest team have been posting it as well. Don't be caught out by these fucking scammers that put up links. So definitely do not get caught out at all. Make sure, if you are going for the pay-per-view, make sure you get it from someone you know that's popped the link up in their Facebook page. All right. So I'm going to be talking next to my boy, the Hobbit, Barry Munro. So Barry coming out of I hope I say this right, Mandala Escocia.
Yes, I believe that's his Portuguese for Scotland, so.
so Mandala Escocia. So Barry's awesome. Barry's, I've known Barry for a number of years now, and obviously regularly seen him on the mats, whether it be at competitions or even invitationals and so on. Very, very exciting to watch. Very technical. Plus, he's a wee handsome guy, just like myself. So that makes it a whole lot better. So, but we're going to see some brilliant stuff from Barry on Saturday night. So, Barry, listen, always a pleasure, brother. Thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Nah, you too, man. A great platform for us all, eh?
Yes. Listen, I appreciate it. Tell us about you then. Training. Training. I see obviously your Facebook. You're training different people, different places. Obviously, trying to get in as many rounds as possible. So, how's everything going for you?
This has probably been my best camp. I've had probably about 8 months of competing on different shows. Like some things, there was like the gi British in the middle of the kind of period I've been training was a wee bit a change up for it. It was actually nice and refreshing, but. The gi is hard just to jump into after a while away as well. I find the transition back is much harder than going from gi to no gi. But this camp, I've had so many legit people for loads of gyms coming to help me. Been my day sessions. I've had loads of purple belts and blue belts who are actually just teaching me shit as well, new stuff. I got some Jack Brown shit from my pal Stephen, which I used on Thomas at ADCC, which was good as well. So. There's all these things, and right now it's a good environment for me. Everybody's at my level and probably bigger than me, stronger than me, coming for me. You know Tino as well, the guy who does the announcing.
Yeah.
The Thai guy. This guy's a beast. He's been coming for me straight. John for the Hit Squad. I also got to go and train at the Hit Squad with Martin and Igor and the people there. But Martin, Brian. I always say his middle name first, sorry. But Brian Galker's an absolute fucking savage. So is Igor. But this was amazing training. That I got this the last couple of weeks before the fight. So this is peak weeks. So this was good to go absolute as hard as I could, and it basically didn't matter. These guys were just all over me everywhere. It was good if I got some escapes and some positions, So this was amazing training. I don't even think Brian was trying that hard, if I'm honest. But this was good. So my friend John, he trains, used to train there a long time. He's been training with me during the day. He's been like a staple there every single day on the mat. Mad hard guy, MMA style, smash you to fucking all that sort of thing. But he set that up for me to go to the Hit Squad after I fought Tam. So that was amazing. And they guys are very, very sound. I was expecting for an MMA gym, I was going to get it tight, but no, they just did jiu-jitsu, tested techniques and things like. But I think Brian was basically in the first gear for the first two rolls. I rolled him 6 times that day. It was an absolute shift. I was absolutely fucked after it. But so see, getting sessions in like that, that's eye-opening for you. I'm probably going to one day request to go get murdered at Marcus's as well. to just kind of get a taste for all this. But there's been some guys for Hellfish, you know, Dave Will's gym. So Mike, I think, is one of the guys there. Mike is really good. He's been helping me train. Very technical, big guy, which is unusual. So this is a nice style to play against. So I've had basically the best training for jiu-jitsu I've had in a long time. I've been going through the Mandala in Falkirk as well for like just getting actually coached. Daytime just sharpening skills, and I've been absolute smashing weights at one of my sponsors, which is UGym, which is 2 minutes from my house, so it's really good for me. So I have absolutely no excuse if I get beat other than the guy's better than me. Like that's how I've covered it. So, you know,
well, listen, the signs are good, mate, because I'm not going to be there. So the signs are good, Barry.
Yeah, well, this is it. One day I'll get that interview. It must be the extra pressure or something. I don't know, but I've fucking tried hard for it, Stu, man. I've never achieved it. Nightmare.
Yeah, the joke with that is obviously we were talking about this. I think it was after it. Was it SGI? And we'll say that obviously every time I'm not there, Barry wins, right?
Yes,
he wins, right? And then every time I'm there, he doesn't win, right? So you're like, Barry, and I don't know, maybe I've been like maybe a half a dozen, right? And half a dozen times I've turned up. So I'm Barry's unlucky charm. So
and it's even shite when I win because you're not there to interview me. I'm like, for fuck's sake. So it's even worse. But this is just how it works, But I've never said no to a hard opponent. I've literally known people are going to beat me when I take the fight, and I'm just like, right, how can I win? Not like how am I definitely going to win? I'm just like, right, is there a way to win? Right, this guy's probably going to beat me. Right, this is okay. Just fight him, get the experience. I know some really good people, right? Some people that are good that could compete at higher levels, and I say to them like, "Why are you not doing that level?" "Oh, I might lose." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Obviously, like that's what there's going to hit a point where just getting easy wins isn't going to help you. I seen this a lot in rugby when I was younger. Like, see teams that come up and don't have strong opposition for a long time, and they smash everyone at the under 18s level. When they transition to male rugby, they find it hard to compete in a tight game. They find it hard to mentally deal with getting absolutely smashed. Like, you didn't want it all-way one-way traffic. I'm probably going in the opposite end, to be fair, to criticise myself. I should probably be getting more wins. But I don't get that mentality of that guy might beat me, and I'm not going to face him. Like, I think you just take your lick. You know what I mean? You just got to take it. So I won't never say no.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I do as well. I mean, as I said, we were talking before we came on air, and there was a point when very early in my jiu-jitsu journey when I was going out competing a lot where I didn't want to get beat. Do you know what I mean? And not that I would take easy fights because it was always tournament styles, right? But then I got to a point, so it was very, very serious at that point. Whereas as time went on, do you know what I mean? I'm now like, well, do you know what? Fuck it. I'll fight Mark McQueen or I'll fight whoever it is they put in front of me. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm going to go out there and enjoy myself. Yeah, I'm going to put in as much as I can into the match to try and win. I want to win, right? But now it's about having fun, enjoying yourself, fighting these big names. I mean, I remember the Mark McQueen at Forza, right? So there was obviously me, or there was Lewis, Charlie Cargill, Mark McQueen, and I remember like Enzo saying to me, look, can you get another person, a fourth person? Do you know what I mean? So I'm messaging around different people. Do you want to come in this? 500 quid and all that. Who's the opponents? And all I had to do is, because if I said Lewis Penny, they'd be like, yeah, no problem, I'll take it. Right? But I was like, Mark McQueen. And every single person was like, no chance. Right? And I'm like, what? So then I said, fucking Enzo, see if I step in, you're going to put the 500 quid up. And he's like, yeah, definitely. And I was like, fucking put me in then. And that was when I started just terrorising Mark McQueen online. Do you know what I mean? So
this is a dangerous game you're playing, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, he did see that.
I hope he's still nice to you, man.
Oh no, he is. Do you know what I mean? As I said, I remember going in. There was a group chat made up, right? And obviously me, Charlie, Lewis, and Mark, Enzo, and all that was in it. And then I just, as soon as they announced me going in, I just went in and said, "Look, guys, I just want to apologise for what's about to come for the next 7 days." Right? And
this is hype. This is what you want.
Yeah, and they all knew. They all knew. And then, as I said, every time I was doing something, Mark was messaging me on WhatsApp like that. Mate, what the fuck? Do you know what I mean? So, but it's fun, man. It's fun, as I said. I'm at an age 46 where I'm not going to win the worlds, the ADCC worlds or the IBJJF worlds at adult level. Do you know what I mean? So why not just have
Only
fun?
like the kids now. Now we're into the generation where kids have did it their whole life. It's fucking jeez. I remember watching the Rotolos as blue belts, learning stuff for them and their kids. Like, you're like, they're going to be good. No, they're already good. They're already better than you. Like, it's over. So and we're just like keeping our box, I think.
Yeah, they're still kids as well. I mean, they're still fucking kids now, man, and they're still out there running riot, man. Do you know what I mean? So
they did have, like, see, in my life, I've always wished for a twin so I could practice martial arts, like even just like karate, like taekwondo, kickboxing when you do them when you're younger and things. But they have had basically the perfect lifestyle to be the best they can possibly. A twin that does jiu-jitsu. This is unbelievable. You know what I mean? You see them two roll at the top level, and it's like it's so like chess because they know each other's games so well. Like one of the Rotolos, I'm sure, goes underneath him with one of those barrel roll things, and the other one just like cartwheels over. Like he was waiting on that, and it's like that level of chess for them. Like they've got more moves than anybody. It's incredible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Awesome. Jealous, heavily jealous.
Awesome kids, man. Awesome kids. So obviously Grapplefest then. So tell us, how did you find out about Grapplefest that you were going to be on it?
Well, I think it was a combination. My sponsor sent my fight with Gary after his show. So obviously Gaz fucking beat that Jason and then won the ADCC Scottish Open, I think Masters and Adult. So me and Gary were in the final, and we had a close match. It was good. It was hard. He did beat me. I was expecting to get beat. This is what I'm saying. Like, I know he's better than me. He smashed me fucking hundreds of times in the gym. I've been tapped out by him more times than I can count. So I was expecting to get smashed. So all I was going out today was like, no get smashed in 30 seconds. That was the only objective. But there were some nice moments in the fight. I'm sure like I tried hard to get guys with a foot sweep, and he counter foot sweep me, and we're laughing to each other. And you know, like it's this performance I think probably would have helped. And obviously, I've got a few nice highlights, like a table spot with the commentators. You know what I mean? That's some pro wrestling shit. So I think these things maybe helped. Obviously, I've been given the opportunity as well because the 7 Subs is the sponsor. So they are my sponsor as well. They give me like rash guards and that. They've helped me travel down to Grapplefest. So I'm just going to take the opportunity with 2 hands. If I've earned it fairly or no, it's still earned it, so you just got to take it. So I'm just intending on being as exciting as possible, doing as many high risk maneuvers as possible, and just pushing the pace the whole time till I die or kill the guy.
Yeah,
that's
quite
it.
A few Scottish grapplers on the show as well. Quite a few, which is
amazing. Guys. Like, Shawnee's my hero, man. Like he's one guy you can say as well as always taking the hard fights, sometimes taking fights that he might lose and things like that. But like. I think, and for me, he's the Scottish goat. He might not be, but for me, he is. Like, I love how he plays jiu-jitsu, and he's legit as fuck. He's like solid. So it's good to see him on it. I'm surprised he's on the prelims. I thought he would be a main card guy, but that card's unbelievable. Never just mind the Scottish guys, but I've got everybody on it. I'm sure Lewis will probably smash his guy. This is great for Lewis. Gaz as well. All the wee tiny guys for Scotland, actually. It must just be a small race, you know. And Mark is obviously on it. This is true.
Mark's on it. Fraser Clark's on it as well. So
he did a good job last time, man. Like what was that? Like an hour's notice. So and that was against a legit guy, man. That guy. Is it Luke Johnson? Is against
Luke Johnson, man. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, as we did have Cammy Donnelly. Fortunately, got that eye injury, so obviously. Wish him all the best. Kenny Hassel.
Have you seen that podcast with him? Have you seen that podcast with him? He's talking about Canada.
Yeah.
That was a great podcast, man. I'm so jealous. I love that. It's nice to know GSP is like that as well. He is one of my early heroes, man. So
who else do we have? Kenny Haswell. He's out as well. He fucking he had an accident on a treadmill, right? So and
was that a self-propelled treadmill?
I don't know, man, but he's got 26 stitches in his fucking pinky, and it's all wrapped up and all that. Do you know what I mean? So, but he's still in training. He's still coming into training, man. With that's fucking big bandages all over his hand. He's still there. He's still coming in.
You can't stop Jets, guys, man. We're crazy this week.
But unfortunately,
that's a shame, man.
Had to pull out a Grapplefest. So, but he'll be back. I mean, he'll be back on at some point. So, What's next for you then, Barry? So obviously, again, Grapplefest Saturday is going to be main focus, 100%. So, but what would you like to see yourself doing going forward?
Like I'm gonna take probably a week off of intense like competition training. Maybe do a wee bit of period skills development. I've got some things to work on in the ADCC fight. I wasn't dealing well with cam rolling, so I'm maybe used to a slightly bigger space, and I can get working my submission on the third roll. But there's things I can be doing and should be doing that everybody else maybe is doing as well to finish that there. That was a few opportunities went begging for me. And obviously a sloppy mistake at the fucking near the end where you're gassed out and that, and I've left my foot in the hole and we covered it. So so I'm going to have a period where I'm going to work on some weaknesses that I think I've got. Probably just enjoy training for maybe a month, and then I've got the Grapple Industries at the end of the year. One objective is to get on the Northern Submission Series. I think that is a really good show, and I think it looks really good. And the Cumbrian Northerner guys are hard like us, so hopefully we'll get some wrestlers. So that's what I'm going to look to do. I'm going to try very hard to be exciting on Grapplefest. I'm going to try and push the pace. I'm really excited for it. I'm heavily honoured to be on it. That I think I'm not probably of that level. I might be. I'll find out if I am. But these guys are proper. Like J-Rod, the younger Rod is on it. This you see the top of the card. This is a true honour just to do this. So I've got Grapple Industries definitely booked in. I think that's the best paid competition. You get the most experience out of that. So I've got that definitely. I might go and do the Nogi British again and try and get the gold this year. That's kind of the objective. But I see those comps. You need to win in those comps. See the ones you pay the money for. I think this is the time to grind. Maybe be a bit stolly. Be heavily tactical. Where I think anytime somebody's paid money for you, you've got to absolutely go for it. You've got to give them a reason to come back to the show. You've got to pull off some mad shit. You've got to be fearless, reckless, all this sort of stuff. So, but that's on the horizon. I've got definitely Grapple Industries. I think that's maybe in August or September.
I think it's August, end of August, yeah. End of August.
Right, end of August. Okay. But I need to have a small break, man. My body's quite sore. I think I did like pretty much 8 months of like kind of fight camp, maybe having like a couple of days off, but very rarely having more than 2 days off. So you need to watch this. The Jits guys are bad for this overtraining stuff. MMA guys are even worse. You know, you've got to remember you're still a human. So that's what's on the horizon, man. Is no matter how Grapplefest goes, we'll try and get on it again. You know, I aim to be exciting, and that's what Chris says. All he cares about is being exciting. So,
yeah. It's going to be good, man. As I say, I know you're going to bring it, man. I know you're going to bring it. As I said, you bring it anytime I've ever seen you. As you win or lose, I mean, you'll always bring it. You'll always not be in a boring fight at all. Never in a boring matchup. So
thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And again, anybody that's on Grapplefest, they know the same thing. I mean, Chris tells them, as you said, do you know what I mean? Don't make it boring. Make it exciting. Don't care. Don't worry about the win or the lose. Just go out there and put a show on. So, and the Liverpool crowd love fucking what they're seeing. Do you know what I mean? So, so they're always 100% behind every grappler, regardless of where they come from. So they're always 100%. So it's going to be an amazing night, another amazing night. But anybody you want to shout out to, Barry? Any friends, family members, teammates, sponsors, anything that you may have?
I've got a few. I'll start probably with my teammates that have helped me. I did tag them probably the other day as well, but the guys at Hellfish, Mike and Stephen, they're coming, giving me good rounds. It's nice to have kind of different styles to work in, slightly different ways of doing same things as well. Stephen McLaren's helped me as well. John for the Hit Squad John, we call him, but he's not Hit Squad. He's at your gym, but he's always going to be called Hit Squad John. Jancho, mad savage Bulgarian guy, as fast as me, and he's fucking 90 kg. He's good. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Bob, the young blue belt, is on SGI. He gives me some really hard rounds. It's good when you've got a young, hungry as fuck blue belt chasing you all the time, wanting to tap off you every single round, nowhere to hide. And obviously my team at Mandala. Thank you as well to the Hit Squad for inviting me for some very valuable training. This was excellent because they were the same size. They were more technical than me at jiu-jitsu, and they were probably physically stronger. I had nothing but technique to use against them, and that was very valuable training. Also just because I got my arse kicked as well. This also is good for me. So those guys, in terms of sponsors, I'd like to thank the 7 subs for all the rash guard equipment and support, helping me to get on and get down to Grapplefest. You, Jim, for letting me be as physically prepared as I can. SBN, rough casting and plastering. He's paid for all my open comps this year. And a new sponsor as well, which is Akiman Carpets. So he's going to help me out with some stuff as well. So all these guys help me pursue this. Probably, and I would say I was an extreme hobbyist. I wouldn't say I'm quite full time, but I'm able to pursue it more than the average hobbyist, and I give them all. I love training, and jiu-jitsu is an investment. At the end of the day, it really is. All the money spent on it has been worth it. All the skills gained, all the potential to make money is really good. So, and every single person that's came to help me train, there's been so many poor white belts have just been subject to an hour and a half of getting drilled, constantly blasted with techniques. So these guys also have their place. Thank you for being great Ukis. So that's pretty much it, man. And thanks for you for giving me some exposure as well, bro.
No, I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. So guys, there we go then. We've got the Hobbit, Barry Munro. It's going to be heading down to Grapplefest 16 this Saturday, 1st of July. Now, ticket availability, as I said, hit up your chosen grapplers first of all. They may have some availability for tickets. If not, then go to the Grapplefest Facebook page and you will get all the ticket details through there. Pay-per-view, as I said, is only available through the actual link that Grapplefest have posted themselves. Do not be fooled by any other links that are out there. So apologies, Barry. So, phone ringing there, phone ringing. My secretary's just picked it up though, so don't worry, Barry.
That'll be the UFC, man.
But yes, so only go through that reputable link. As I said, I've posted it earlier today. Grapplefest, Chris Thompson, all these people have posted it, and obviously the grapplers will be posting the link as well. So make sure you are watching this, because from start to finish, there's going to be some fucking madness in Liverpool on Saturday night. So Barry, listen, absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you as always for taking the time to speak to me.
Nah, you too, man. Thanks for the exposure. I'll see you soon, bro, man.
See you soon. Listen, enjoy Saturday, all right?
Oh, well, man, I can't wait. Right, have a lovely day, man.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.